sweet science, they sometimes call it. So yeah, I absolutely think that, for me, learning those technical things and going in and getting little coaching from the instructors at the different gyms that I am a member of is endlessly fascinating to me, and something I love. I love learning the process. And so I think that really is like the technical side. The art side, I think, is more, there's a deeper type of, I think there's a difference between someone who really is just a boxing enthusiast. And like me, I joined for fitness. I joined to just, as I get older, I want to age well. I want to be healthy. I want to be strong, as I get older. And so for me, boxing had this appeal, and that I think, the type of body I see myself having as I get older, I think is like a boxing type of physique, really. But then the art side of it is more like the fighter, and the psychology of a fighter for me is something that I don't think I will get there. I don't think that I'm a fighter necessarily. I'm a boxing enthusiast. I love it. I like being a part of the community, but I respect that, you shouldn't try and pretend you're a fighter if you're not really a fighter, because you're asking for trouble if you're doing that. And there's a difference between the guys that get in the ring, that really want to fight, that really feel, that they're going to win, they're going to beat you. There's a sort of aggression, natural type of aggression in there, that is something that is not just taught. It's something that is kind of, it's philosophical, it's embodied, it's a mindset. And that I think there's a bit of art to, like, dealing with the psychology and the emotions and whatever. I know there's probably some science to that as well. But for me, I mean, on that note, one of the things, this may sound a little silly. I don't mind being a little vulnerable on this podcast, because I think I might as well just be honest about this. With all the things that are happening in the world, with the US and with war, Russia and Ukraine, all these things, I've felt that, like, I've had this sort of anxiety about violence and conflict. And for me, one of my ways of, I think, maybe coping a little bit with that was thinking, like, well, if I know how to throw a punch and block a punch and move and handle myself in a fight, it's not like as drones are flying overhead or whatever, that's going to be practically useful. But at least at some like basic level, I've come to terms with violence, albeit like a controlled type of violence, but I've come to terms with it in a way that I didn't really have a chance to, earlier in life. And it's like psychologically, there's something for that with me. Like, if I do find myself in a situation, the fight or flight, sort of reflex or panic mode or whatever, might be less likely to be on the panic and, like, cower and turtle side. I might actually, I would like to believe, be able to hold my composure, try and avoid having a fight, and being okay with a situation where the possibility of that is happening, because I know, well, if this does get physical, I know how to handle myself. And that too was a part of why I think I was drawn to boxing as well.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that authentic experience of yours, Wes. I can really resonate with what you said, because I can imagine in boxing, you learn techniques, you learn strategy, not to get punched, and
It's a good strategy.
But very, very. I can resonate with the discomfort and the strategy, and how the agility of your body too, because you're not just expanding the health of your brain, you're also developing muscles in your body
stamina.
too.
Stamina is so important in boxing.
And stamina,